So this is the first thing you see when you enter. This space is called the Genkan, which is a little entrance. It usually comes with a shoe cupboard, so this was already installed. This is my little key and metro card plate, which is easy to use. These are my shisa from Okinawa. There are a lot of people in Okinawa, they put them there at the entrance of your house. It's supposed to scare away bad spirits. I don't know the details of it, but I thought they were pretty cool. Then my Korokoro. I have a cat and she's a calico. Calico? Anyway, she's a calico, which means she has all colors. Brown, white and black. So I need to Korokoro a lot. I don't actually know. A lint eraser? A lint roll? Anyway, in Japanese it's korokoro. So I use that a lot before I go out. Here are my coats. They're with magnets attached on the hooks, so that's pretty convenient. This is a shoe cupboard. Also has stuff for Sachan in it. Then Sachan's toilet. And then we walk into the house itself. So I really love that this place, you come in and people who are at the back who ring my bell to deliver, they can't really see in that easily. So that's nice. Anyway, let's walk into the house. So you walk basically into the kitchen first, which I really do like. But the first room that I want to do is a bedroom. So this is quite a spacious bedroom. It's a double bed. Yay. And I've got my plants at the side, little bedside table. I love the fact that this place came with these air conditioners pre-installed. Great thing. And here to the right, you can see my bags. There's a very messy little cupboard where I keep my my schedules and my perfume and some knickknacks. And then up top, all of my scarves and some diadems. I also keep the bubble wrap that I get from Amazon, because when I go back to Belgium I bring some souvenirs back for my family, I really like to wrap them. Then there's a window. As you may have noticed, you can't actually see through the windows. So they're made of this non-see-through glass, this opaque glass. In the beginning I really hated this, but now I kind of got used to it. So yeah, the good thing is it gives you a lot of privacy. You don't have to close the curtains. So there you go. This is my bed. This is actually a nice fluffy little mattress pad I got from Nitori. It's super warm, very nice in winter. This is my little bedside table. I got my ivy. This is my lamp. My alarm clock. My books. Like this I'm reading at the moment. It's very appropriate. These are just basically Stoic books on Stoicism, one from Epictetus and one from Marcus Aurelius. And yeah, as I said, I just like to fluff up my pillows. This pillow. Woo! My emergency books. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm reading this one at the moment when I'm not feeling to read the other one. This is really good. I've actually started being really interested in this cuneiform script, and especially the Old Bronze Age, because of Irving Finkel and then other videos on YouTube. This is a book that my dad brought for me. It's okay, but it reads quite slowly, so I'm just working through it. And yeah, I don't know why I keep them under the pillow. Emergencies, I guess. And then on the right side you see my very big built-in closet. This is a very normal type of Japanese closet, I would say. So they're quite big. huge amount of space in here. And so these white racks, these are from Nitori. I put them in myself, so you can see it's really big. This is too much actually for my clothes because it may look full, but honestly there's a lot of space left in here. So, but I like to really hang them out so that it's easy to see what I have and whatnot. We go into the kitchen. So this is my kitchen space. It is a really convenient space. I find it's got the right size. And the setup, like this kind of setup with the fridge, the wash basin, the gas stove. This is a super normal generic Japanese setup. And here next to the kitchen and between the genkan or the entrance, we have the bathroom. Toilet. This is not one of those fancy Japanese toilets, unfortunately. This is just a standard one. And makeup and hair stuff, lipstick, blush. I love these things because it saves so much space. If you live in a small apartment, put stuff on the wall. It helps a lot. Anyway, this bathroom is quite, as you can see, it's quite narrow. I don't have a lot of space here. This is a toilet roll holder and I like to just run into that. My thighs have seen a lot of bruises because of this thing. So here's the shower. Small bathtub. I mean, I fit in this because I'm not the biggest person in the world. But I can't stretch out my legs, but it's fine for me, to be honest. Here she is again, of course. Quite a small bathroom, but the great thing about these type of Japanese bathrooms is that everything can get wet. So when it's dirty, you can put some product and then use the shower head to rinse it all and wash it all, and then here's a little drain, so that's super convenient. So here I have my little very ugly rack that I got secondhand, but shh, don't hurt its feelings. It's been very convenient. It's got my coffee maker, my coffee, it's got my rice cooker. Ooh, that's for lunch. And I keep my veggies and fruits in here as well. Some miscellaneous stuff, some things for picnic and so on. There we go. So you might think that these are quite uncomfortable, but they're actually okay. Plus I only eat at this table. I usually don't sit here for a long time. If I do sit here for a long time, I take my better chairs that are now at the desk area. Here we have our little wash corner. My potos plant just hanging there, chilling. These are posters from the 2 operas that I've been to. I've been to that one as well, but didn't get the poster of that one. And this is, you guessed it, my washing machine. In Japan, it's actually very normal to have only a washing machine and not have a dryer. You basically hang your clothes. That's why there are hangers next to the washing machine. So I hang my clothes. If it rains, I hang them inside here. If the weather is good, I hang them outside. You might see that there used to be a microwave there in some of my previous videos. You could have seen that, but I already sold it. So I'm keeping this one. This is a toaster. So just for toasting either bread or very small dishes. It doesn't have a lot of power, but it's quite convenient, so I'm keeping that one. And then there's my fridge. It's kind of running on empty. Well, this is empty for me, okay? This is a very empty fridge in my opinion. But I am going to sell this one soon, so I need to get rid of it, and I'm trying to eat everything that's in here. Then here is basically where I do my washing up. Here is where I do my cooking. So it is quite small, but it's very convenient, and for one person this is more than enough. Here you have the drying rack where you can leave the dishes. And up here is my cupboard where I keep more of my dry goods. It's quite well organized at the moment because I wanted to take an inventory of what I still have, because I don't want to move food into my new house, at least not too much of it. I mean, the spices, herbs and spices, of course I'm going to bring with me, but I just want to make sure that I'm eating most of what I have at the moment. So yeah, this is, I love gas burners. I don't know why, but I really like this type of burner more than induction or electric. Here are my bins. One is for burnable and one is for plastics, and then you have to separate glass and PET bottles, etc. Here is the wall of inspiration. So while I'm cooking or while I'm washing up or brushing my teeth, I like to just look at this. These are some of my favorite quotes and favorite poems, especially this one, Marcus Aurelius. If you haven't caught him by now, I'm a fan of the Stoics. And from Fyodor Dostoevsky, from Notes from the Underground, this one. Pretty cool. Oh yes, and Churchill. Gotta have some Churchill on your wall. Moving on to the living room. Or Sachan's room, as she likes to think. So, as you may see and notice, my sofa used to be right there. So I'll insert a clip where the sofa was still there, but I gave it away. So no more sofa. What I do like now actually is this space is now very open. So I've been doing a lot of yoga here on my mat. So it's been actually quite nice. But I keep forgetting that I don't have a sofa, and I keep wanting to go and sit down, and then nothing there. So here's my desk area. These are my herbs. They were actually on the windowsill, but it was getting a bit cold and they started to die, so I put them a little bit away from the windowsill. This is just a basic cupboard, some drawers, quite convenient. This one I am taking to the new house. And my desk. Yeah. So at the desk, Sachan is sitting here. This is actually a heated mat. It's actually meant for humans to put under your behind, to put on the chair so you're nice and warm. But it was a perfect size for her. Plus, she can sit with me while I'm working, and it's really good way to work together. And she doesn't try to climb on me the entire time because she has her warm mat. And right next to that, right next to this squishy face, we have my very cool Yokohama Marathon medal. And this is my medal from the Spartan race from 2017. And I don't have, you know, those things that keep the curtains open and away from the window? I don't have them here, so I thought this worked quite nicely. Here I have some books, so I really like this desk because it has a little book rack down there too. Here is my speaker. These are some of my books. Actually, this is from Waseda Library. This is not mine, but all the rest are mine. Some of them are read, some of them are not yet read. But I think I should make that into a separate video. This was holding my APU pen from my former university where I did my master's degree. Don't you get enough attention? More books there. Here's my pen case. These are some very convenient sticky notes, sticky tags I can use for studying. This is my notebook that I use to keep track of text that I read and summaries and so on, so that I don't lose anything of my research. My laptop, pretty self-explanatory. Thus, if you're wondering what this strange word means, it's the word home, but in my native language, in Dutch. Then we have the pile. So I don't always have the pile, but sometimes I do. So this is what I need to work through. I mean, I already, as you can see, kind of butchered this book, but this is mine, by the way. This is not the library's, because if Waseda Library staff would see what I do to my books, I think they might come and kill me in my sleep. These are the chairs I bought recently from IKEA. This little sheep rug was actually on my sofa, but I want to keep it. And it's nice and fluffy and soft to sit on. My really nice IKEA rug. This is my coffee table. I really like this little plant. It's been growing so well. I had it for almost 3 years now, and it's just been growing like crazy. And lo and behold, another book, because why not? Down there, you might have guessed it, more books, some tissues, here are some essential oils that I've been using for my burner, and down there is a book stand with a book. I think I should just start a library from the next apartment. This is my little alternative sofa, my substitute sofa, as you will. Here are my wallflowers. Onto my big mirror. And here's my little chill corner as well. So I have this corn plant, which I got for free from my friend Yumi. It's been thriving, actually. It's been doing really well. And you can see there's a little, just the littlest, the smallest, little, tiny branch growing out. Look at it. So I really like using this one. This is a small, not incense burn, but like essential oil and a very small humidifier. I really like this. It can light up, and you can choose how long you want to turn it on for. So here you can see you can turn it on for 180 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've been using it a lot. It's been actually very sturdy, so I hope it won't break when we arrive in the new house. My small IKEA lamp, which I use at nighttime. Also very important object in this room is such-on scratch pole, which she sometimes confuses with my mat. Yeah, go and be cute. One last thing in this room that I want to show you is my messy pinboard. So here I keep all sorts of memorabilia. This was from my first marathon, this number from my friend's wedding. Unfortunately, my great aunt has passed a few months ago, so this is her for the funeral. Other weddings of my friends, some letters from friends, photos from friends, some museum tickets and so on. So yeah, I really like sometimes when I'm working, like to look up there and think of all the nice things and the friends and family that I have. Hello! I thought it might be interesting to do a little video on my apartment, my flat here in Japan. because I've seen quite a few videos on people living in Japan and then they show their house, so I thought might be a good idea. And one of the reasons why I really want to do this now is because I am moving out very soon. So I'm moving in with my boyfriend, and unfortunately I will say goodbye to this place. We made some nice memories. So now really is the time to do it. You may notice here and there some furniture is missing because I already gave it away to people. We will have doubles since he has his own furniture in his own apartment, I have mine, so we'll have a lot of doubles, so we're kind of figuring out who should keep what. A few reminders. I am a student, I am a PhD student right now at the Waseda University, but when I got this place I was working. But basically where I live and the size of apartment is quite big. This is 40 square meters and I pay about 110,000 yen. Now that's quite a steep price for a student, even though the student accommodation that I looked for at Waseda itself is also around 100,000 yen. So paying 110,000 for Tokyo for this size of apartment is actually reasonable, believe it or not. One of the reasons why it's a little bit cheaper is because this is 10 to 12 minute walk from the station, and it's a little bit of an older building, it doesn't have a lift, so that's why the price is slightly decreased compared to newer buildings or buildings closer to the station. As I mentioned, apartments in Japan don't have a dryer, but so we hang our clothes outside. Oh, this already does. Okay, so basically, let me show you. So here outside, I have this thing, so here I can just hang my clothes on. It's a very overcast day today. She always has interest in going outside, but she's very scared. Yes, you are. You're a coward. You're a coward. So there we go. That was my apartment here in Tokyo, Japan. I hope that you enjoyed this, and there will probably be a video of my new apartment as well. Now I am not moving until the 3rd of March. And then after 1 week, I'm going to go to Belgium for 2 conferences and interviews with people from the European Commission. So it's going to take some time because my boyfriend is going to move in after I've moved in, actually after I've already left for Belgium. I'm going to come back from Belgium at the end of March. So probably somewhere in April, a little bit later, we'll have everything figured out because we do need a few things new. The other place is slightly bigger. It's 60 square meters, which is amazing. I love it, and I'll actually be spending slightly less than what I'm spending now because we're sharing everything. Anyways, I am going to say goodbye to you for now, but if you have any questions, whether it be on life in Japan, on studying in Japan or studying in general, especially for Masters or PhD, please ask questions down below in the comments. You can also go to my website, MySusume.com, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Anyways, I hope you guys have a really lovely week ahead. I wish you all the best, and I hope you can all keep on learning.